I have felt of late that I'm not quite living.
Let's go.
After briefly coming alive in what felt like a fire of existence, I stopped, both at once and in stages, if that's even possible. And now, I want to breathe again. Do you see how he was looking at his old suitcase, as if in his mind, he's speaking to it? Oh, you old one, what do I do with you? Lately, or perhaps for quite some time now, I find myself staring at my own reflection with the same weary monologue, which are impulsive decisions you chase for something deep and poetic, your creaking knees and tired eyes. What do I do with you, Avinash? It was oddly refreshing to see myself mirrored in such a random moment in a suitcase that, truth be told, probably has more utility than my life at the moment. Do you want to go to the book market? My friend had asked the night before, and I said yes. And so, this morning, I was ready to leave, except the very same friend who proposed the plan lay in deep sleep, betraying both books and our friendship. Naturally, I didn't spare her from some harsh words. Today, she chose sleep over books and our friendship. A dark day indeed, for which she later responded with a polite, "Shut up." It was going to be a 12-kilometer journey to a place I had been meaning to visit for years. And though my bike stood waiting outside, I chose an auto instead. For all its freedom on the road, a bike still takes away something that walking offers. My brothers would be thrilled to hear this. His bike madness is finally fading. They would be joyful. But that wasn't it. I simply needed a long walk this day. And then, finally, I was there at what I thought was the book market. I kept reminding myself I already had a book with me, along with 5 more waiting to be read in my bag. No new books, Avinash. Not today. No used books either. The voice warned. I left it unbothered. Sometimes you look at a stack of books, most of them unknown, and you just know none of them are meant for you. You could be wrong, but you trust that feeling. The one that sometimes says yes and sometimes no, for reasons that remain unnamed and unknown. But buying or not aside, how could I resist picking up a few, holding them, letting them stir up old recollections? I remember reading Love Story by Eric Segal a long time ago, a book that back then was a favorite and even made me weep a little. Do I still have it in me for such love stories? Maybe because it says it begins where another story ends, and I thought I would give it a try. Glancing over the classics, I suddenly spotted something misplaced. It Starts With Us by Colin Hoover, nestled among literary greats. Surely one of the most misguided arrangements the universe could conjure.
इधर से बुक मार्केट किधर है?
राइट जाके पहले घर से लेफ्ट होकर मेट्रो से आगे जाके
मेट्रो का आगे सर
ये लेफ्ट
इधर से लेफ्ट
तो ये लेफ्ट जाओ
After some more wandering and inquiries, I finally found the actual book market. And what a sight! A few steps led me up to a platform overflowing with stalls. Everywhere there was a traffic of walking feet, readers bargaining, sellers yelling as if books were tomatoes being sold at 2 rupees a kilo. It felt unreal. One day I'll return here and leave with 100 books or more, books I may never read, and I won't care in the slightest. A father guiding his daughter through different sections, urging her to buy more. People emerging with bags heavy with books, the weight swinging from their hands. A reader rushing toward a sugarcane juice stall, exhausted from too many choices. A young woman struggling to carry all the books stuffed into her tote bag. These were the heartwarming scenes of my morning. That was when I spotted Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Here you are, wretched teens, I thought. Is there a classic that has scammed readers more than this one? Two hopeless teenagers, tangled in what has since been interpreted as love, leading to a tragic end. But what if the tragedy hadn't occurred? It would have simply been a poetic footnote, one that would never have been exalted as an epitome of love, maybe. Then came my favorite stall, the one that had me sitting down, browsing through some of my favorite authors, P.G. Wodehouse, Agatha Christie, and classics I longed to read. This was where the book thief found me again, in a much better cover than the one I had lent and never got back. It didn't come alone. It brought with it another addition to my Wodehouse collection.
120 दे दो
नहीं जी 200 यूज्ड बुक है ना 200 200 कर दो ना प्लीज़.
This visit to the book market was more giving than I expected. It turned out to be about more than just books. It made me feel better, as if it had healed me, if only briefly. And I reminded myself, no matter what else happens, always keep them close. Books. Like breathing, they should never be parted from.
James Hadley Chase मालूम नहीं. I haven't read this author.
टू द
नहीं फिर भी मतलब क्या है इसमें स्टोरी होगी
हाँ फिक्शन है
फिक्शनल है
फिक्शन है जी.
I wouldn't say books and reading change your life. But they do, actually.